Hi, Choo Choo here, and welcome to Choo Choo's Gaming. Okay, and welcome back, guys. Today I'm just going to be showing you some footage of me playing Spleef, which is a game where you got to take the snow from your opponent's feet and knock them into this lava. But in this case, I have just a practice arena where they fall into water and they can get back up and play again. Now, let's talk about serious business. I have to talk about the latest update on Minecraft for the Xbox 360. This update is called TU8. Now, the main thing to know about this update is there's going to be a big feature change to certain things in the game, but there's not going to be much new things added to the game. So with that in mind, let's talk about some of the bug fixes to TU7. First of all, when people were playing on survival and trust players was off, they were not able to eat their food, which would cause the host to have to put trust players on, which could have led to that person ruining their map just because they were letting them eat some food, which was a stupid glitch, but they're going to be fixing that in the next update. That's a good thing. Second of all, we got enchantment effects will now appear to other players. So at the moment, if you're playing survival with a guy and he has enchanted armor or sword, you're not able to see the enchantment on it because it's a glitch. On the PC version, or what we'll be able to do is, if they got enchanted items, you'll be able to know about it and evaluate your opponent better, and that way you won't run into some dude with level 30 armor that's just gonna kick your butt, you know what I mean? But that's a really big important update change. Now, next of all is for you people who made nice redstone creations and decided to use blocks to house your redstone out of glowstone. You obviously know that all your creations that you did that with are ruined because you cannot place redstone on top of glowstone. So this has been fixed in the next update. You're going to be able to, maybe if you didn't save it, your stuff might be fixed, but I'm sure you went along and fixed it yourself already. But it's good that you'll be able to put redstone and glowstone again. Thank God for that. And another thing is, currently we cannot get blaze spawners in some people's nethers. Now this is a really big problem. You might spend maybe a day or two playing your game trying to get to the nether just to get those things for potions, and then you find out you can't even make a freaking potion, so your whole map is rendered useless. So that really ticked a lot of people's gears off, and I think that's a really big important update they're bringing into the game. Thank God. And finally, one of the bug fixes I'm going to talk about is the invisibility glitch. Now, I didn't actually talk a lot about this because I didn't want a lot of people knowing about it, because I run competitions where basically if they beat me on survival, they'll win Microsoft points. So if people were invisible, obviously they just kick my ass. So I'll be swinging around looking, where are they? But yeah, basically there's no invisibility glitch. This was a glitch where you'd sleep in a bed and your enemy, your friend, sorry, would take your bed from underneath you and something like that. Then they kill you or something. I don't actually know how to do it. It's on YouTube if you guys want to look it up. Well, that's gone now. Thank God. And the biggest feature I'm going to talk to you guys about in TU8 is villagers. Villagers are going to be a whole new thing instead of this useless guy who just stands there looking at you like he has no brain in his head, which they don't. They just remind me of giant peanuts, being honest. But yeah, the changes to villagers are their professions. You'll be able to trade with them. So I'm just going to go explain basically how to identify them, and then I think it's pretty obvious how you trade with them or what they'd have. But it'll make the game a lot more fun, and maybe it'll be an easier way to find some diamonds or whatever you're looking for at the time. So let's just check out this. Basically, we got farmers. They wear a brown robe. So if you're going, I think they're at the moment before the update, they all have brown robes anyway. That's how you'll know a farmer. Okay, then you gotta go to librarians. They'll be wearing a white robe. Okay, obviously you can trade them all with random crap, but priests will wear purple robes, and blacksmiths will wear black aprons, like you know, the kitchen apron will be black, and then normal villagers will actually be green and wear a green robe. So this will be a really big change, and it'll make building a village more fun, because you can actually have a functioning village if you wanted to kind of put villagers wherever you wanted in your creative modes or even survival. And I don't think they're bringing in where if a zombie bites a villager, they turn into a zombie. I don't think they're bringing that in next, but they could be. So yeah, that's the biggest new feature to TU8. I can tell you that the end isn't coming in TU8. The end is coming in TU9, and I'll put an episode up soon explaining more about that. Anyway, but yeah, thanks very much for watching Choo Choo's gaming, and I really appreciate you guys. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks very much. Choo Choo out.